for today. I think the kids will like it. Oh, hello, friends. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I'm Miss Patty of the Warren Newport Public Library in Gurnee. You've come at the perfect time. I'm going to read a story to our friends. Do you remember? Elephant, Piggy, and the Pigeon from the Mo Willems books. And before we get to our book, I'd like to ask you, have you noticed that the air is getting a little cooler outside? And have you noticed that the leaves have started to turn colors? And have you noticed there are lots of squirrels in your yard and up your trees and down your trees? So that means, what season are we going into? Fall. You're right. So this is the perfect book for fall. It has a squirrel on the cover, and the title is The Busy Little Squirrel. The author and the illustrator is Nancy Tafuri. So let's see what happens in fall and how squirrels get ready. Here's the title page. Do you see it? The Busy Little Squirrel by Nancy Tafuri. Permission by Simon Schuster, Books for Young Readers. And so it begins. The leaves are falling. The air was getting cold. And what do you see? You know what that is, don't you? Yes, and then on top of the pumpkin, there's a caterpillar. You're right. Oh, and whose tail is this? Who belongs to that tail? Of course, it is the squirrel. It was time for Squirrel to get ready for winter. And let's see what he does. He runs past this little family of mice. And the mice say, squeak, squeak. And that means, will you nibble on a pumpkin with us? And look, they've already nibbled a hole, a doorway, if you will, into the pumpkin. But Squirrel couldn't stop. Nope. He was so busy. And what is he busy gathering? What's he got? Oh, yes, he's reaching for that juicy apple. And then he passes by these birds. Do you know what they are? The state bird of Illinois. Yes, the cardinals. And they said, which translated means, will you rest on a branch with us? But Squirrel couldn't. He was so busy. Oh, what do we have here? Do you know what that is filled with seeds? It's a bird feeder. It's not a squirrel feeder. It's a bird feeder. And do you see this little chickadee? She was not a bit happy. And so she said, which means, go away, squirrel. Next, he passes by two frogs. And what do frogs say? Croak, croak, ribbit, ribbit. And that means, will you hop on the rocks with us? What do you think, will he? Squirrel couldn't. He was so busy. And he's reaching and stretching, and it looks like he's getting berries, doesn't it? Next, he comes to a family of, can you tell? Kittens, that's right. And the cat said, meow, meow. Will you lie in the sun with us? What do you think, will he? But Squirrel couldn't. He was so busy. Now, can you see what he's gathering? Those brown acorns, that's right. Oh, the squirrels love acorns. And next, he passes by a family of what animal? Dogs. And the dog said, woof, woof. And that translates into, will you run in the field with us? But Squirrel couldn't. He was so busy. What is he trying to get now? Do you see him? What is that? I think you're right. I think it is an ear of corn. Wow, Squirrel. And then he comes to this family. Do you know what these birds are? Yep, they're owls. And they said, and they asked him, will you watch the moon with us? But Squirrel couldn't. because he was fast asleep. Look at his nest in the tree. What do you see? He's been busy gathering things. And there's the acorns, the apples, yeah, those berries. And look, the green behind, he did get the ear of corn. Wonderful. And then he's got, of course, a pumpkin, just in case. So I hope you liked that story. And if you'd like to get other stories by Nancy Tafuri, all you have to do is check our catalog and place holds on them. And we have lots of other fall books too. So I'm so glad you came. Will you sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star with me? How about you guys? Okay, here we go. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope you have sweet dreams. Always remember and never forget that I miss you and that I love you. Good night.